Today's spotlight will be on Karame, I&M Bank's retail campaign. When we first started this campaign, our brief from the client was to create a campaign that will push their key products, but also positions the bank as a financial concierge trusted by its clients. Our first task was to get a creative yet relatable campaign name, one that can accommodate the kind of products that they wanted to push, but also the bank's commitment. And that's how Karame came up.
After all the process, including brainstorming, we finally landed on our idea. We had to come up with a strategy to unify them across all the communications. This mascot came in handy because I need something that is going to make an effective way visually for target audience for I&M. So these 4 products, this was a 50 million personal loan, mortgage, car loan, and a saving account.
Directing Karame TVC was a completely different experience compared to any other commercial I ever worked on. What made this project unique was the inclusion of the campaign mascot proved on the storyboard, something that I've never did before. The challenge wasn't just incorporating a mascot, it was a 3D mascot, which brought an entirely new level for the production. One of the biggest obstacles was execution of interaction between the mascot and the actors. Since the mascot have to feel nature in the scene, we needed the physical reference on set. Surprisingly, this turned out to be a major problem because in 3 or 4 people I audited, none of them fit the criteria.
I had the privilege of working as a sound engineer on the I&M Karame campaign. I worked on the voiceovers and the radio ads. I recorded the soundtrack with different artists for this campaign. One of the biggest challenges was finding the perfect voice for the mascot. So for the mascot voice, it wasn't just about having the perfect voice or the good voice. We needed someone who had a perfect tone and perfect motions to match the Karame campaign.
So from there, we started developing messagings for the specific products that they wanted to push, including the car loan, the mortgage loan, the 50 million personal loan, and the savings account.
Finding the right person took time and effort, but it was crucial making the mascot presence believable. Another challenge during the production was the props available on set wasn't matching the props that we had on the storyboard. It was one of the demanding parts of the project. Everything had to be carefully adjusted to make a mascot as real as possible. Despite all these challenges, bringing Karame TVC to life, it was a great experience. It pushed my creative limits and my set skills in ways I have never imagined.
And as a graphic designer, I had to use the same mascot to communicate those 4 products. For example, when I was going to talk about or communicate about the car loan, so we had to collaborate with a 3D designers team so that they can change the mascot. I'm talking about visually and facial expressions, where the mascot had to have the car keys if it's a car loan, or the keys for your home, or the money and a sign of those 50 millions. Each and every product I had to talk about, the mascot was there to communicate visually.
From the visual identity, we then started on the actual campaign deliverables, starting with the dedicated jingle that was developed pushing the key products that we were pushing within the campaign, out-of-home brandings, radio ads that are relatable and fun with a clear call to action, different promotional materials, and the TV commercial. One thing about Karame campaign is the consistency, be it in the visual style, be it in the tone and voice. The campaign speaks for itself. Secondly, it was conceptualized so that it can be an open-ended campaign, one that not only accommodates the specific products that we had to push for, but also different initiatives where we are now running the I&M agency banking under the same Karame campaign.